Hello Gemini, this is your October forecast. October is a big month. Why? Because your ruler Mercury goes retrograde from the 5th to the 26th of this month. But not only that, it's also the eclipse season, and we've got a full moon eclipse and a new moon solar eclipse. So it's all happening. Let's see where in your life everything is going to be happening for you. So as I said, on the 5th of October we've got Mercury, your ruler, going retrograde. So initially in your 6th house. So Geminis, this for you is going to be possibly about re-examining a contract, renegotiating something at work, re-evaluating your work, and it's also a very good time to re-evaluate your health. What are you doing on a daily basis physically? Because I think some of you have had challenges maybe in the health area, and this Mercury retrograde will give you an opportunity maybe to revise something. Mercury retrograde, always a time for doing anything that begins with RE. So read, relax, rejuvenate, rest. Mercury retrograde, Mercury loves to move quickly. That's you, Gemini. You like to move quickly. But during the retrograde, it's a time for more reflection, and especially around work. And it goes backwards as well, this Mercury retrograde, into your 5th house as well, when it goes direct at 16 degrees of Libra on the 26th. It will still be in this 5th house for you. So this is a time to reflect, Geminis, on your creativity. Maybe it's time to write that book. Maybe it's time to publish something, time to start your new business, time to do that knitting and crocheting and teach other people, time to do something with children, with young people. It's a time to reflect on what am I enjoying in my life? Crikey, you've got Sun and Venus there for much of the month. It's a wonderful time for romance, for love. Of course, there's a caveat there with the Mercury retrograde, in that a relationship could come to fruition during the retrograde. It's like if one had already begun, then you may decide before the retrograde. If it begins before the retrograde, then you may decide, right, yes, we're going to make our commitment or arrange the wedding during the retrograde. But I would be cautious about any new relationships during the retrograde, because you might not quite be seeing things clearly enough. However, it's a great time for romance, for love, for enjoyment, for pleasure, for games, for just something light, lightening up your life. Because Geminis, there's a hell of a lot of other things going on, but that really is a lovely window there. Now, on the 11th of October, first things first, got carried away. On the 8th of October, we've got this full moon lunar eclipse here happening in your 11th house. So it's opposing all this activity happening in the 5th. Now, eclipses, a lunar eclipse, it's a very kind of special full moon. And the reason for that is that it takes effect for at least 6 months, even 9 months afterwards. So for you, with it falling here, this is an important time to look at my friendships, the people in my life, the teams of people I'm working with. Maybe it's time for a wake-up call. Uranus is waking things up there. Also, during a lunar eclipse, it's a time of often finishing things, letting go of something, allowing something new to be able to come in. It's a good time, for example, if you've got an old habit here, Geminis, of maybe rushing into new friendships, and then you find you're disappointed, or you trusted somebody too soon. During this Mercury retrograde, that should help slow you down. And this full moon lunar eclipse in Aries may just bring some sudden shifts in your relationships. But also remember that eclipses happen internally as well as externally. And as we know, whatever work you do internally first, then manifests in your external world. It's rarely that it's the other way around. So when you've made these internal changes, so this is a good time now to look at your dreams, your wishes. Maybe are some of your dreams unrealistic? Are they just too far out there? Maybe you need to get more realistic about what it is that you're dreaming. So these are possibilities as to how this full moon lunar eclipse could play out for you. The fact that it's happening near to Uranus means that you will probably have a great restlessness, a feeling as though, oh, I want to be free. I need to break out of some of the things that you feel have been suffocating you. On a lighter note, we've got Venus exactly opposing Uranus on October 11th. This could be an instant attraction. You suddenly meet somebody and it's like, wow, everything is sparkling. It could also bring a new work opportunity, especially if you're doing something maybe from home or something yourself under your own steam. And it could also bring an interesting new friendship or a new group of people that you suddenly think, wow, these people are in tune, they're my tribe, I feel great with them. And on the 14th, Venus is busy, we've got a sextile here happening to Jupiter, which could be a very lucky day potentially, and especially for you. Again, the romance is showing up a lot this month, Geminis, for those that you want it. And this could be a new networking contact, somebody that you meet that is like, wow, this person's powerful, this person's influential. I'm going to get some help here. And remember that we've got the vibrations of they're not in trine aspect to each other exactly, but we've still got this fire energy happening in the heavens with these three planets, with Jupiter, Uranus and Mars. And it's happening for you in everything connected to relationships. So I'm anticipating there's going to be lots of awakenings, lots of new things happening in your relationships, and lots of changes happening for you, Gemini. Now, on October the 23rd, we've got a very, very powerful solar eclipse at 0 degrees of Scorpio. So it's happening here in your 6th house. So this, and especially as it's coming close to Saturn, this could be something that you need to learn with respect to your physical well-being. And remember that solar eclipses are special new moons. So what's special about this is that whatever new seeds you plant now, so with respect to your health, can really take effect positively over this next 6 to 9 month period. So it's also very good for new intentions with your work. It's also very good for any kind of new intention with helping other people, with feeling as though you're doing something that's valuable, that's of service. That too will come out this month, especially as on the 24th of the month we've got the Sun coming into your 6th house. Also on the 24th, Venus joining it. So huge amount of activity, and the 6th house is all about your work, your purpose in life, your daily habits, your physical health, and how you want to help others. Also rules animals and pets, especially small animals come under this 6th house. So a lot happening. And the Sun is conjunct to Venus on the 25th of the month. This could bring somebody nice into your life in the workplace, somebody helping you, somebody maybe giving you an opportunity, something fortunate happening on the 25th. And for much of the month, we've got Mars in your 7th house of relationship. So this is a good time for connecting with people that you really want to connect with, really going after what you want in a relationship. Now, it can bring arguments, it can bring conflicts, because Mars sometimes says, well, hey, this is what I want, and you don't really want to hear the other side. But luckily you're a Gemini, so you kind of go one way and then you can just as easily go the other way. But this Mars energy is definitely about pursuing what you want in relationships. And then on the 27th of the month it moves into your 8th house, Pluto also there. So this is an important time to put energy into anything concerned with joint finances. You might be putting energy into some kind of inheritance, into your taxes, your insurance, your assets, your banking, your debts if you have any. This is just a good time for moving forward with anything connected with finances, and especially if you're in any kind of a joint situation, you might just be able to break out into something new at this time. And also a good time for putting energy into anything metaphysical, anything involving astrology, psychology, understanding the workings of the mind. And you may find as well there's a sexual energy that really comes through. Maybe with a relationship becoming more intimate, but you too finding your own sexual aliveness as well with this Mars energy at the end of the month. So I think I'll say no more. It's a powerful month, and I thank you. I wish you a wonderful October. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.